My never say ma PENDREAM TV. PENDREAM TV there, see them yopo.
Markins, knowing that what he did was wrong. In law, say ye court. Na say Afenyo court. You, the opposing lawyer, you don't have to call me to ask me for my lawyer's number. You don't do that. In law, Sawunim law or ethics, and I could Afenyo Markins on I'm Ghana also a great lawyer or a big lawyer or a DND. Now after Afenyo Markins, yes, I deal we know. Afenyo Markins, we all know, or what Sir Abranti and lawyer number dada. But because Onims were committed crime, no, Afenyo Markins wanted to use another strategy on phone for people to think, say, oh, basically, it didn't mean any harm. So after this issue happened, Afenyo Markins now pick a phone, call this boy, and indirectly threatening the boy. I'm talking about the gentleman Nimbano Hono. So what Afenyo Markins say, on one side for a phone, to indirectly, and let me tell you, when it comes to threats and bullying, somebody can call you and say, you know, you're my brother. I love you. But you know, sometimes you have to be careful about the things you do. He's threatening you. He's basically being tactical about it. But when you listen to him well, he's telling you that you don't have that power that I have. And don't think, say, so people from Wakacha say, hey, Michiwa, I'm a threat. No. Afenyo Markins, he knew this guy's lawyer's number. He has been in court with this guy's lawyer. He has been in court several times with this guy's lawyer. But Afenyo Markins, after this incident happened, he, as a professional lawyer, Onim said that is illegal and not right. No, he picked the phone, called this gentleman, and he, in a strategy, what he tried to do is say, in the form of an advice, he was threatening the gentleman, and he was making him know, say, I am powerful than you. Even though I'm not telling you in plain language, I am making you understand that I can make this thing turn the way I want. Now listen to Afenyo Markins, who is not supposed to pick a phone and call the gentleman to advise or to solicit what, never. Because you are in court with this guy. You have this guy's lawyer's number because you have exchanged documents. You have exchanged information. So why would you pick a phone? It was because after Afenyo Markins suma national security for na with his lawyer, Deborah, no, he knew he had committed a crime. But then he wanted a way to indirectly intimidate the gentleman on phone by making him look like, say, Afenyo Freme, he spoke to me. But behind the scenes, if you are very smart and you've done communication, Afenyo Markins was doing what? He was threatening him. This is the deputy majority leader. He's a lawyer. Now listen to Afenyo Markins.
Hello, good afternoon.
Hey, how are you?
By Jehovah's grace, I'm doing very well, thank you.
Okay.
Yes.
This is Afenyo Markins.
Okay. Yes, I missed your call this morning.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
I called you, huh? How old are you?
Sorry?
How old are you?
Sorry, I don't understand your question.
I said, how old are you? What's your age?
Sorry, sir, I want to understand why.
Okay, I'm your ex-wife's lawyer regarding the custody of your kids.
Okay.
And I sent my junior lawyer, Deborah.
Okay.
You remember the drama in the school on Friday?
Mm-hmm.
Right, that ended at the police station, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
What did Afenyo Markins say? He said he sent Deborah to the kids' school on phone. And I want you to maybe say he knew what he had done. And he was indirectly calling this guy to threaten him. And first of all, I sent Deborah with those guys to come and kidnap your kid. So he's admitting that he has committed a crime. A lawyer, a lawmaker, a so-called lawyer in Ghana who says, this is intimidation. This is a straightforward intimidation. It does not matter the conversation they will have, the advice. He is intimidating the gentleman that I sent Deborah and those guys to your kid's school. But he's not going to be screaming. He is basically using this tactics to tell you, say, if you don't do what I am trying to let us negotiate here, it's not going to be nice for you. This is the guy. Now let's go back and listen to the whole conversation. But I wanted you to know, say, we didn't admit to say, or then a smart Deborah we anything, any tax now from national security to the kids' school. Let's move forward.
Hello, good afternoon.
Hey, how are you?
By Jehovah's grace, I'm doing very well, thank you.
Okay.
Yes.
This is Afenyo Markins.
Okay. Yes, I missed your call this morning.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
I called you, huh? How old are you?
Sorry?
How old are you?
Sorry, I don't understand your question.
I said, how old are you? What's your age?
Sorry, sir, I want to understand why.
Okay, I'm your ex-wife's lawyer regarding the custody of your kids.
Okay.
And I sent my junior lawyer, Deborah. You remember the drama in the school on Friday?
Mm-hmm.
Right, that ended at the police station, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm saying, how old are you? There's something I want to tell you. That's why I'm asking you. I'm talking to you as a gentleman, as a brother. What's your age now?
I find it difficult to answer this.
Okay, no problem. If you want to answer, let me tell you something. I'm a family man myself, okay?
Sorry, come
again. I'm saying I'm a family man myself.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
And I'm talking to you as a brother.
Okay.
I don't want to pull the law. Okay? It will be waste of energy. But I want us to find a way of resolving matters, okay?
Okay.
You have put a woman to bed. Me, I believe in metaphysics. And woman getting yeah. Initially, that's why I ask you of your age. We may be carried away by our ego and our pride. What I've seen in life, I don't like to confront issues. I think that there's always a somber way of resolving matters. Because at the end of the day, the effect on our lives, we don't see where it is coming from. If there are mistakes we made in life, maybe we think we have some little money, we can pay our way out, we can frustrate people, hurt people, but in the end, it ends up destroying us. So I'm talking to you as a brother, not as a lawyer to your ex-wife. So I'm done with talking to you as a brother. Now I'm talking to you as a lawyer.
Sorry. Oh, you go ahead. I'm listening.
Okay. Did you follow? I said that my first statement to you was talking to you as a brother and a family man. Now I'm going to talk to you as a lawyer. Okay? So talking to you as a lawyer, try as much as possible. Maybe I could get your lawyer's number so that we respect the court order with the issue of she having access, you having access, so that both of you, you've lived together before, you've had husband and wife relationship. These are the time for both of you to torture each other and then make sure that the kids get the best out of it. Okay? So it's vacation. Whether there's extra classes or not, extra classes is not regular school. She must have access to the kids and you would have access to them on weekends. That is what the order says. If you agree with me, I think that you can place a call to your wife and ask her to come for the kids. There's no need for police or national security or lawyers to be involved because the order is clear. So that you can have a peaceful relationship even after your divorce. This is what I think I want to suggest to you, young man.
I've heard you. I've listened.
This is clear intimidation. This is clear intimidation. You are in court with a guy. You know his lawyer. You talk to the lawyer. After you go and try to kidnap his kids. Who have a friend or phone so? Ebusan how old he is. Abra what court document. You are basically clear cut intimidating the guy. So Jimmy at the mayor. This is what Afenyo Markins was doing. And this is the guy in court saying so a best lawyer. And what hurts is this guy stands in parliament as a lawmaker. This Afenyo Markins, some way, Obina yeah, because he 20 years. And this is a guy working in Ghana today. NPP say this is the guy they want him to lead the NPP as the majority leader. Inti the whole NPP, Afenyo Markins, and on the majority leader, a guy who uses national security to intimidate civilians, goes against court orders, calls people and threaten them. These three things, Afenyo Markins is supposed to be in jail. But does it end there? No. Afenyo Markins cried the worst thing in our life. In his life, do you know? And I keep saying, the judiciary, the so-called General Legal Council is our biggest problem. Okay. Lawyer FIFA, at the Lawyer FIFA, ya General Legal Council say, or see Chief Justice Enini Abua, akwaje $5 million, or reportee the client to catch and say, Chief Justice agenda $5 million, no, omuchi Lawyer FIFA kojina General Legal Council. Aya Chief Justice on one kasa na Enini Abua oteso. And na omubua FIFA for. Say adentin FIFA akoka Chief Justice asem. And FIFA said no. My client told me and I was reporting it. Why do you hold me hostage here? And this issue did not end there. After a year, Afenyo Markins threatened this gentleman. Now, so this gentleman decided to move forward and do what? Report this case to the General Legal Council. Yeah. So this gentleman decided to say, from what is happening, it's getting too much. Afenyo Markins is a lawyer, and that the General Legal Council is in charge of disciplinary things when it comes to lawyers, ethics, when they break the law. So the gentleman decided to report Afenyo Markins to the General Legal Council. Afenyo Markins and what? And the Deborah lady. So this is what happened. The General Legal Council actually sent the gentleman a notice. Good morning, sir. This is to remind you of your meeting with the disciplinary committee of the General Legal Council, scheduled for Thursday, 18th January 2024, 1 p.m. Venue, General Legal Council Secretariat. Thank you. So this is the official invitation after a petition General Legal Council about what Afenyo Markins is doing, using security to intimidate him, kidnap his kids, calling him to intimidate him, using his law firm and all that. So the General Legal Council called this guy to come. And the General Legal Council called Afenyo Markins and the Deborah to the disciplinary committee. Okay. Now this is what happened. When Afenyo Markins went to the General Legal Council, so to the General Legal Council, the two national security operatives, Deborah and Afenyo Markins, they all went to the General Legal Council. Afenyo sent Deborah along with two national security operatives. Omuko school hono. Omuko SRDB no. General Legal Council omuko hono. Sorry, ne Afenyo Markins and Deborah, because Deborah was sent by Afenyo Markins, and Afenyo Markins admitted in the telephone conversation, say, "Oh no, and a smart Deborah and his attacks no to come and kidnap his kids." Now, when they went to General Legal Council, all that the gentleman did was to report Afenyo Markins' conduct to the General Legal Council. And the report was that Afenyo Markins, one, is protecting a pedophile. The guy is a pedophile. The police have done their investigations. The case is in court. There are evidence. That's why the police have opened investigations. In fact, Dovsu, they have made sure, say, that guy now your friend JJ no, that guy, he was arrested and the case is in court. So how can Afenyo Markins, at the end of the day, he being the counsel to this JJ and also being the counsel to Selena, now send his lawyer and thugs to my kids' school to go and kidnap them? So the gentleman wanted answers. And in any country, Afenyo Markins was supposed to lose his license. Afenyo Markins law firm, they were supposed to lose their license. Deborah too was supposed to lose their license. They were supposed to be barred from the practice. It's a fact. There is no two ways about it. In fact, the General Legal Counsel, the people who sat on the case was Bafuboni. Lovelace. Okay, Lovelace. Lovelace, on Enin ex-wife. Sam Okujato. Sa papa uneni kronfobina and the ba echo repeat ni made, you remember? Of course, Kukwanya Bible religion studies so said Sam Okujato, that greedy old man, Council of Elders, he was on that board, on that committee, and lawyer Zwenes. Lawyer Zwenes too was part of the committee of disciplinary committee of Mutina case with so. Bafu Bonnie. Lovelace. Okujato. Sam Okujato, any Dieng, any Zwenes. These were the people who were sitting on the case. Now the General Legal Counsel, first hearing the whole thing, what they did, the first appearance, they were livid, they were angry, they were like, what Afenyo Markins did was unethical, and that's Ojidom. Okay, that's the guy who took a FIFA. He was a FIFA's client. Now, in Tobuko, the General Legal Counsel, in their first hearing, Afenyo Markins say, in law in Ghana or in the practice, it is unethical to be handling the divorce case and the same time handling the criminal case of your first client who is related to the criminal. For now. So the General Legal Committee, the disciplinary committee said, this is unethical. How can you be handling the divorce case? And the person you're handling his divorce case, his brother who has committed a crime, which is connected to the divorce case, you are the same lawyer handling that case. It is unethical. You're not even supposed to do that. In the first place, you have broken every single law in legal practice in Ghana. So what happened there was that the General Legal Counsel stated that Afenyo Markins wasn't ethical. He was deeply and he was taking the case personal. He was involved in the case as the guy's rival than the guy's opponent's lawyer. Afenyo Markins' role wasn't even a legal role. He wasn't a lawyer anymore. He has basically become the guy's their enemy because he has become his rival. I to say, what take a case to say, ex-wife, mina menene da intimate nyansa. So the General Legal Counsel was like, this is what you are doing. Why should you be doing this whilst you know that emranitia, you know you have to lose your license for doing this? In fact, Afenyo Markins knelt down with Deborah and he was begging that they should not revoke his license. They should not bar him from the bar. They should not bar him from practicing law. And these judges I have mentioned, they were all sitting there. He admitted that he has gone against the ethics. He has actually basically tormented people. He has threatened somebody. Abra court so Afenyo Markins admitted to all the crimes. And then the antics he pulled there, he knelt down, he was crying, and he was telling them it is not his fault. Then it is the devil. And that the issue is the law is the law. The law is the law. So when you look at it critically, Afenyo Markins was supposed to be disbarred. They were supposed to take his license. His law firm was supposed to be shut down because Afenyo Markins went to the extent of even using national security to intimidate citizens. You can't do that as a deputy majority leader. You can't do that as somebody who makes laws. You can't even think about that in the first place. Calling somebody and threatening them on phone whilst that person is in court with you. All these crimes in any serious country Afenyo Markins shouldn't be practicing law, and Afenyo Markins shouldn't be even leading a class 1 class. So if Afenyo Markins today is going to be the leader, the majority leader of the NPP, are you kidding me? How low has our parliament sunk? How low has the parliament of Ghana, the NPP, how low has this sunk? Now look at this. After all this, the legal counsel told Afenyo Markins to drop the JJ case. So Afenyo Markins was instructed by the legal counsel not to no more be the lawyer for the criminal case, and that he can still be the lawyer for the guy's ex-wife. If Afenyo Markins had not committed a crime, why would he drop JJ's case as the lawyer for JJ and also a lawyer for the guy's ex-wife? So Afenyo Markins, from the General Legal Counsel, showed clearly that he admitted that he had committed so many crimes. In any country, Afenyo Markins shouldn't be calling himself a lawyer as we speak. Now, do you know what happened? What did the General Legal Counsel do? At the end of the day, if the law is perfect and we are making sure, say, the law sees everybody the same, irrespective of your position in Ghana, does it work like that? The General Legal Counsel are listed for you. These are judges. These are lawyers. These are people we revere to uphold the laws. Senebeya, a man phobing to be from Rancho Monsa, Endi Bone. Because for a deputy majority leader to high tags, to go and kidnap somebody in their school, and also go ahead to call the person to threaten him, and then also make sure that at the end of the day, being a lawyer for two cases which he is personally involved, it shows that Afenyo Markins is not supposed to be standing in any court. And it's a original court be our Ghana. And you know, this is what he does at Winneba and it's Swedru. That is Afenyo Markins' tactics. Oko Winneba no akwesi police station. Oko police station udi bonia ni nipa wo ha mo se wafre asienyi no. And each last time I say no politician is supposed to build a police station in Ghana. And when you go to Winneba, Afenyo Markins the tax no omudi bonia, he just picks a phone and say mu release no, I built the police station. So Afenyo Markins has built a criminal cartel on an run in Ghana, and the coup he has done to Oseche Mensah was starting in no. Afenyo Markins was started Saturday about 3 years ago. He knew he was going to kick Oseche Mensah off, but he was being tactical about it. Afenyo Markins MPP war position no. Afenyo Markins not the client in Game Boys so. He was defending fraud boys in court. Afenyo Markins, go and read all the cases Afenyo Markins won before they came to power. It was all about protecting and defending fraud boys in court. Go and read his record. And anything he feels to say, nobody can do him anything. As a lawyer and a lawmaker, he can take thugs, brand them as national security, go and kidnap people and call. So all the things I'm catching on, I was Afenyo Markins, you're bad no. And he said, lawyer across Ghana. Even Parliament, he was not supposed to be a parliamentarian. They were supposed to withdraw him. Being even the deputy majority leader, say NPP a party, what credibility, Afenyo Markins, and cause some withdraw no. Now they see it, I make sure they see it. Upon all the things that happen at General Legal Counsel, upon all that happened at General Legal Counsel, General Legal Counsel, and do you know what happened? The General Legal Counsel, their decision was that Afenyo Markins, lawyer na Afenyo Markins sma no man ko kidnapping ko forma abra no munyina emnimu mra no. General Legal Counsel catchere Afenyo Markins lawyer and say ontro apology letter and come abrantie no. Listen to this. Sam Okujato Ablakwa, Zuenes. We are talking about Lovelace, ex-wife of the Chief Justice, Bafu Bonny. They sat down and said, oh, the Deborah girl should just write the Deborah girl should just write an apology. should just write an apology to the gentleman, and that is it. After that, that's it. The case is done. So the Deborah girl, all that she had to do, the Deborah girl, all that she had to do was to just write an apology letter, send to the gentleman, and say that, yes, that is it. The General Legal Counsel tells Afenyo Markins to just go. The General Legal Counsel basically tells Afenyo Markins that, Afenyo Markins, that's it, you can go. So when you see the letter that the Deborah lady wrote, this is the letter. And what did she write? This is what the girl wrote. Dear sir, letter of apology. Sam Okujato, that is the man I'm talking about. Letter of apology. I am writing to formally apologize for the incident that occurred at your ward school on June 24th, 2022, following a distress call made to me by my client. I understand that my presence caused some concern, and I deeply regret any inconvenience or discomfort this may have caused. I am committed to ensuring that such incidents do not occur in the future. Once again, I extend my sincere apology for any disruption caused. Thank you for your time and consideration. Yours faithfully, Deborah Asabre Amiyao Esquire. Deborah Asabre Amiyao Esquire, barrister, solicitor, Superior Court of Ghana. So, Afenyo Markins, lawyer, walks free by just writing this apology letter and say, that's it. And Afenyo Markins today, as we speak, Ghana is saying, NPP is saying, we should all stop what we are doing and make Afenyo Markins the majority leader in parliament. How? And we expect Afenyo Markins to respond to this. Afenyo Markins, in the next 24 hours, you need to respond to this. Did you do this? He did it. And he can sue. His silence will prove to us that NPP na ewohono enya party also nyansani biya di echire. In fact, nobody should recognize, because Afenyo Markins knows, say, eye obi a violating kwara, a molesting kwara. He's a family man. He has kids. Yeah, the obi abegina court say ordinance wo obi ba. What's the audio? You have the evidence, but you still go ahead to go and frustrate and then intimidate the little kids in your school. How do you do that? How do you do that as a husband, as a dad, as a family man, whilst you know that the case is in court? You've heard the video, you heard the audios, you have seen the evidence, you are the lawyer to that criminal, that guy. How do you inti enkorana samonyo mobokra? Inti de abrantie jeje no ediye eye abrantie ne mammenu no inti en how? Then you go ahead, bring thugs to go to the kids. Almost school. And this guy today, tomorrow, will be wearing glasses and you'll be telling Ghanaians that I want to make laws for you. Why should Afenyo Markins make law for Ghanaians? Why should we even allow Afenyo Markins to stand in parliament? The Speaker of Parliament, Alban Bagbin, you need to ask Afenyo Markins about this. That did this really happen? Apart from the legal issues, you are a member of parliament. You make laws. So apart from everything, you have basically shown that if when people bring laws to this country, you basically will make sure the law does not work. And I expect Alban Bagbin to tell Afenyo Markins to leave his house, to leave his parliament. He cannot represent the good people of Ghana, because when you go back and you follow proceedings, Afenyo Markins basically has committed a crime that he needs to be jailed. His laws, certification and license should be taken away from him. So how can Afenyo Markins, how so between Ghana for Atna Parliament to say, oh yeah, mra, am I any Ghana for? Why should the NPP, this political party, represent Afenyo Markins, who is a criminal to me, who uses national security to intimidate citizens, who basically threatens citizens, who is a lawmaker, How can the MPP go bring Afenyo Markins on the lead the MPP? Now the whole MPP in Ghana for sorry penny for we are all quiet and watching this. So Afenyo Markins or Chinaba Parliament, I can say Mr. Speaker, this law, this calculation, this code, this standing orders. Why? Why should the young people of Ghana today search for Afenyo Markins to lead the NPP in Parliament? In court, we don't care. But why in Parliament? Why should this guy who has broken every single law come to Parliament to make law for us? Why is even the NPP giving us Afenyo Markins? Why is the NPP saying this guy is supposed to be the guy who leads government business in Parliament? In the end, Afenyo Markins, I will boom rassle. Afenyo Markins, we're intimidating Kofo. Afenyo Markins, I also see a license in free system. No, or China, the whole Ghana, but now Afenyo Markins have been also in the majority leader. It's more MPP for you, Kofo, more Muslim Council of Elders, you, his colleagues, into Moma. And Uncle Bidden in Sago War more MPP for more Parliament. Eden in Sago War mo a year or more yakayaka they say. Na Obido or the other side, not or your side. Are you people going to be happy? Into Moya Papanom, Moya Mamenom, especially the women on the side of the NPP. Moya Mana, more MPP side. Are you women? More badaye. Are you insane? When you say Ghana and Yetano. Are you people going to sit in Parliament and say, yeah, we want Afenyo Markins? Then you people are supposed to be shot in the head. Because the General Legal Council, Afenyo Markins went there to accept to say, with the money, I've played a recording of him threatening somebody he's in court with. Into China, you the NPP parliamentarians, and I am telling the minority, Ato Forsen, you people are not supposed to sit in Parliament and debate with such a person. Afenyo Markins is a disgrace to Ghana Parliament, and he's not supposed to come near Parliament House. If Afenyo Markins or China or Afenyo Markin or China or Bejina Parliament say on nebe debate ashemra, we will pee on Parliament, we will spit on Parliament. And I know Alban Bagbin, you have been in Parliament for long. Those kids could be your grandchildren. San Korana, you violate your money and sawo munya ya reni ade no. San Korana betuma ya uma. And you, the woman in Parliament, in the ND on the NDC side, these kids can be your kids. Afenyo Markins is a criminal. And it hurts me that the General Legal Council tell Afenyo Markins and that lady to walk. No repercussions. Nothing. She should just write on a piece of paper and say, I am sorry. Abra, omebu every emra, a binding our legal profession in Ghana. Why should anybody go to Afenyo Markins law firm? If Afenyo Markins can take thugs to kids who are going through psychological trauma, kids who are trying to recover from this, then Afenyo Markins is not human. Afenyo Markins should not make law for anybody in Ghana. I am pissed. And it hurts. So tomorrow we wake up in Ghana tomorrow. Afenyo Markins will be standing in Parliament making laws for us. Afenyo Markins will be introduced by the NPP. So this is the guy we all have to listen to as NPP for. How? The NPP as a party, this is what you can give us? Is this what you can give us? Into Channel Payan na kwa winshe suit imagine Parliament. No one can say he's an honorable man. We should listen to him. Obeshem Ramaye na eni ebu mbrano so yebeko jail. Na Afenyo Markins in Parliament in front of Alban Bagbin, and you Alban Bagbin will sit there and say, yes, you are the leader of the majority. Is this the country we are building? Guys, let's get serious here. If Parliament allows Afenyo Markins to lead MPP, the youth of Ghana, and I'm going to make sure, Alban Bagbin, you will never have peace on this earth. And I will make sure every day I will remind you, because this will follow you to your grave. Those little kids who are not getting justice today, you know, on Monday, Afenyo Markins, the man contested that he still needs his kid. Afenyo Markins was in court on Monday, and do you know what happened? Afenyo Markins in court, the appeals court, when Afenyo Markins got there, Jamefe was saying, hey, your honorable, hey, should we say yeah or yeah? I'm telling you, appeals court judges. Just this Monday, Afenyo Markins went to court to win the case for the woman. And the most disgusting thing is when Afenyo Markins entered the courtroom, Judge Jamefe was sitting there and say, hey, your honorable, should we say yeah or yeah? He is a lawyer and the judges are licking his butt. And the funny thing is, Afenyo Markins went there and they ruled in his favor. And you sit here and you're asking yourself, so the law, does it only see the poor? Does it only see the vulnerable? Does it see the people who don't have power? What kind of country are we building? The Ghana Bar Association, the General Legal Council, is everybody going to be quiet? Are you all going to look at this and let it pass? So what is crime under this government? What do you call a crime under NPP government? Under Afenyo Markins NPP parliamentarians into NPP for more parliament. And mana womunye nipa. Asla usumo into munwoda into obima. This guy has done the worst in Ghana when it comes to law, a lawyer. This is disgusting. This is pitiful. For us to wake up tomorrow morning and say Afenyo Markins is leading NPP and we know the crime he has committed. The General Legal Council, they have documents, facts, audios, and they say Afenyo Markins and Deborah should walk. Afenyo Markins law firm is still fine. Afenyo Markins certification is still fine. And we are sitting in this country, we want to build a country. How can we build this nation? They all had the call, and that's what my source is telling me. Okujato, and then Sam Okujato, and then the Lovelace later, they all had the call from Jubilee House that they should drop the case against Afenyo Markins. That is what one of the panel members telling me. Like they received a call from the Jubilee House that they should drop the case against Afenyo Markins because they have a plan for him. How? Ekufuado called Enin Yabua's ex-wife. He called Sabokujato, who is Ekufuado's dog, we already know. And the other, and they told them, they said they should drop all charges. This is not a charge that we drop. It's not shocking. Enyawanwa say, Boni we nyina Afenyo Markins said, nothing happened. No action was taken. And Afenyo Markins just walked out because Ekufuado said, don't touch him. What kind of country are you building here? If Afenyo Markins is saying I am lying, Ochina, he needs to put a press conference together and deny everything I'm saying. Why? Why have we allowed some fools to take over this country? Are we going to allow Afenyo Markins to lead the NPP in parliament to make laws for us whilst he has broken the law and needs to face punishment? Why? Why should we allow this to happen? Into a search men sabunsu na parliament, into party na parliament. Into see an embrano, ejuma na ena embrani ejuma. Are we going to see this guy tomorrow sitting in parliament and say he's the majority leader for the NPP, and you, the people in the NPP, you are all going to sit there and act as if nothing has happened? How? And then one day we bet you I'm telling you people. One day somebody obi the Tobe parliament parliament, because what you people are doing, you are frustrating the street. What you people are doing, you are frustrating the street. You are frustrating the streets. You are frustrating the young men. You are frustrating the streets. They will turn at you people. Alban Bagman, they will turn at you people. If they don't get you people, they know your kids. They know the churches your wives and your family go. They know you. They live with you people. Afenyo Markins cannot lead. It will be the biggest shame. It will be the biggest shame to see Afenyo Markins stand in parliament tomorrow to say, I am the leader of majority in parliament.
PENDREAM TV. Now, so far so good. Say open online portal e Ghana. Nipa share, nipa follow, nipa comment here. To my best of knowledge, without any biases, PENDREAM TV.